it so beautiful how God works with us, For
Absolutely.
me as well, I had a few traumatic experiences in my life.
Mm.
And I might not necessarily talk about all of them today, but as a child,
Mm.
was a traumatic experience that I had that happened continuously. And I again found writing, and
Mm.
that was my thing. I would just journal and write poetry, actually.
Oh,
And
wow.
but it was just for me. It was so sacred. And I think we spoke earlier about how introverted we actually are and how shy we are and how shy we are to share that creativity with
Mm.
the world because we fear the judgment,
Mm.
because we fear that people will not understand what is so sacred to us. Like your art was
Absolutely.
sacred to you in that moment because it was healing you, it was bringing you out of a dark place and a place of uncertainty. And for me, it was very much the same, but I kept it secret. It was just between God and myself. But
Absolutely.
it was such an incredible release. And, going into my teenage years as well, I would just write books and books and books and never
Wow.
published anything or any poetry ever published, but it was sacred between God and myself, but it brought healing, and I
Mm.
understand that's why people, psychologists so often recommend journaling, because it is such a profound form of healing. And sometimes we're so in our heads,
Mm.
but the moment that you take a pause and you take a pen to paper, you've got to slow down. You speak
Absolutely.
faster than what you write, so when you write, you
Mm.
are actually sitting in that moment for a little bit. You're
Mm.
not rushing past it.
No.
And it's in that moment that you're sitting in it that God can really start unpacking it and bringing the healing, and the Holy Spirit can move in that moment.
I love
And
that.
that is powerful.
It's super powerful. I started journaling probably about, I want to say, 8 years ago. And initially it started, so after we immigrated, the
Mm,
first 2, 3 years I was okay. When we immigrated, I sort of had the mindset of this is going to be an adventure. That's how I saw it. Let's make the most of it. We're going to have an adventure, whatever. So unfortunately, it was very traumatic, which brought its own challenges. 3 years in, though, I hit a dip. And for the first time ever, this rose-colored spectacle girl who always sees the glass half full and, everything is always rose-colored and whatever, there were only two emotions I felt at that point, and it was anger and sadness. And those were the two emotions I never allowed myself to feel.
mm,
And that's all I felt, which was so confronting. Like I literally woke up in the morning. So when I got to the mirror, I looked at myself and I'm like, I don't know you. I do not
mm,
know who you are. Because the depth of the emotion and the fact that I never really allowed myself to feel that, and that's all I felt, I hit a dip row like crazy. And in my search for getting myself out of that zone, because my creativity disappeared as well,
mm,
it just, and I really struggled to hear God. So it was like, it felt to me like such a wilderness season where my
mm,
communication with Him, which was my lifeline, felt like it was completely cut off. My creativity, which was my go to tool for processing life, I couldn't access that. And I was feeling emotions I never really felt, which was just, I didn't know what was going on. And in my search to get myself out of that state, I I listened to a podcast. I can't even remember that it was a couple who they're quite well known in the kingdom business sphere, so Christian entrepreneurs. And they had a podcast, and the lady went through a similar season of just depression and grief and a lot of things going on. And she said what started getting her out of it was writing 5 things she was grateful for every single day
mm,
and to try and get different things on a daily basis. And some days you can write 10, and some days it's 3, but to aim sort of in the middle. And my journaling started with that. That's how I started. Write 5 things down I'm grateful for. And then eventually I read the book, The Artist Way by Julia Cameron, where she encourages people to just She calls them mourning pages, like not mourning like a sunny morning, mourning like lamenting, pouring your heart out, mourning, and doing that first thing in the morning where you don't filter, you just literally pour your heart out on a page and just let it flow. And I think for me, the power of journaling that way was when you see the words on paper, it's not in here anymore. It's outside, and you can, it felt to me like I could look at it objectively. And I started recognizing patterns very quickly. It's like, oh my gosh, this is the third day in a row that I'm writing this exact thing. And that's where the Lord sort of invited me, now bring it to me. We can see it. This is an issue. Invite me into the process and let's deal with this. And so I've been journaling that way for at least the last 6-7 years.